This week on Gettin Deep, we have David John Robertson, also known as Uncle Davi if you follow his YouTube channel. And this is a guy I met who has severe anxiety but forced himself to get on stage and tell jokes about it. Quite an interesting guy. And once you see, he speaks at a slower pace, but you can see the cogs turn in his brain when he's thinking about things. We had a pretty big chat about different things of philosophy and things like that. And something completely off topic, his adventure to a furry convention.
Have you ever heard of the double slit experiment?
Yeah.
Where it's like, something changes depending on whether there's an observer.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that can travel through, like, the camera? No, it couldn't, because the light's cut off, hey?
Well, technically, it's like quantum mechanics. Like nothing is true until it's observed, right?
Yeah.
But I'm observing you right now, so therefore it has happened.
But it's just me and you observing each other.
Yeah, but you mean like every other person?
Like, hypothetically, say 100 people watch this.
Yeah.
In the total of people that watch it, in a sense, they're watching right now.
But they're not watching right now.
But
I might die tomorrow, and this might never see the light of day.
Yeah, so
there's a quantum slip for you.
There's an element of the Schrodinger's cat in play there. Then.
Yeah. Yep. I have a. Oh no, it doesn't really work. So like, I kind of believe that nothing is anything. Everyone kind of sees everything completely different. So I mean, nothing's everything doesn't really work, but like everyone sees everything completely different. So what we agree is like a societal standard of what we see, but every human's vision is completely different. Every human's hearing patterns are completely different, but we all agree of something because it's the same for us our whole lives. So imagine if the color red to me actually looks like green for you, but when you look at it, you see green, but you see what we've all agreed as we grew up as red.
Yeah.
And every "n" noise is what I hear as "n," you hear is "ee." But because we've both heard it the way we've heard it our whole life and everyone's agreed it's "door," then that's what it is. Even though that's not going to work with sound waves and color waves and people's thought process on it. But I just believe that every perspective is completely different and we kind of just create our own cooked vision.
In that sense, it's like within the spectrum, we all agree like there's a point where all of our reference points line up.
Yeah.
But it can also become distorted as well.
Oh, it's all like if you were to look through my eyes and hear through my ears, I don't think you'd see the same thing I see. Like you'd be like, why the fuck is this cunt's shit all fucked up? Like, why is it all completely different to what I'm used to? You know, that's like how but we would never be able to prove it because we've just like, it's like the way your brain thinks about it or understands it.
I believe there's a lot of ways to deduce and sort of like, sort of read what's like going on with the limited information that we have.
Yeah.
Like, one of the clear ways to get through the distorted sort of perspectives is understanding someone's agendas. It's like the agenda, that is what distorts reality for every individual.
Yeah, like your reason for your perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the same as like having a positive outset and a negative outset. Like if you think everything's fucked, then every time you look at something, it's fucked. It's always going to be fucked because you already believed everything's fucked.
Yeah.
So whenever you look at it, you're just going to find the things that are fucked up about it. But if you think everything's amazing, when you look at it, you're going to see all the amazing things. So someone could look at like the half full and then half empty bottle perspective thing. It's like you both see the exact same bottle of water, but someone's like, oh, it's half empty, it's fucked. Or someone says, that's half full, it's amazing. And then someone's like, I just drank half, you fuckhead. What are you talking about? What do you do talking about positive? It's just a bottle of water. But that's the idea, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The way I like to kind of imagine it is like, it's like we're like an engine of some kind.
Yep.
And then it's like the way we like perceive everything. It's like we have like these like demons or angels.
Yep.
That's just the most like dualistic way to look at everything.
Yeah.
Demonized or whatever the other word is.
Angel. Yep. Angelicized.
Yeah. As corny as that stuff is, but that's, positive, optimist, pessimist kind of thinking.
Yep.
But, we were talking about anxiety first.
Don't worry, we always veer off here. It's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. That's,
Well, okay. In the idea of going that there's like other beings, whatever you want to call them, angels, devils, and shit, that control, like, well, not control, but like have their finger in your thoughts. What do you think that? Which one of them would you say would be on the anxiety side of things?
oh, well, yeah, with anxiety, this was one of my stand-up jokes.
I know,
But
I'll go for it. I love it. I know the one you're going to say.
I won't do the whole joke, but yeah, they say the same brain chemicals are responsible for anxiety or excitement, but behind both of those is just a different narrative running. So
Yep.
it's the same brain chemical, but so basically how I perceive that in terms of whether it's going to be an angel or a demon is like, it just depends where your faith is leaning. It's going to be like whether you're more excited or more afraid.
Yeah, yeah. But do you get excitement from fear at all?
Yeah, definitely.
So does it make you want to lean more into doing things that induce anxiety in you, or does that like make you not want to do it?
I think my ego, it sort of wants me to like push some sort of barriers. Like, I haven't gone skydiving before, but I want to.
It's great. You should.
And I intend to. Wait, you have?
I have, yeah. I got my A-class license. I can jump out by myself.
What? That's crazy. What the fuck?
It's amazing. Would recommend.
Yeah, well, it's not like I'm standing hanging out the side of the plane right now. Not that, like, that's when you decide.
Yeah. Well, you don't go at that point. It's too late. You're doing it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I never knew what anxiety was for a while, and then when I found out what it was, like someone just explained, it's like fight or flight on extreme. And I think I've been told pretty much I definitely have it. And I was like, okay, yeah. But I was just like, that's normal life to me. But I found out, I think my, I had a lot of anger problems when I was younger. And I still get them to a degree, but like it would be, that's when I get full of like anxiety, I don't get scared, I get angry. So instead of me like stepping back, I step into it with like, let's fucking go, cunt. And I never noticed it where it was something that was like stopping me until I was on my third jump for my skydiving course. So the first two, I was like, yeah, we're jumping out of a plane. This is going to fucking rule. And then the third one, you have to do a bunch of stuff. Like you have to get a bunch of shit right so you can progress to each stage. And I remember I was in the plane and I think this was my third jump of the day. So I'd already done 2 jumps and I was like, we were going up and I was like, why the fuck are you doing this? Why are you thinking that jumping out of planes is fun? What's wrong with you? Like, why the fuck you're in this plane and like the flight up to jump out's like 15 minutes. So you're in this like tiny rickety shit can of a fucking plane, crammed in like an uncomfortable spot, and my brain was just like, you are a dickhead. Why the fuck are you thinking this is fun? Do you really want to do this as a hobby? You really want to jump out of planes and fucking fall to your near death and then pull a fucking chute, you idiot?
So it was kind of like the thought of, it wasn't like that time, it's like the thought of doing it over and over.
Yeah, it was like, why do you think this is fun? Like, what is wrong with that? Was the argument I was having with myself. I was like, because it is fun. But I was like, but is it? And I'd be like, I'd have this war for like 15 minutes in the flight, and then we were near the drop, like we were near the time to jump. Door would open. I'd be like, all right, let's go, and I'd be out. And as soon as I jump in the air, you're just like doing everything you're doing was fun. Then land, and I was like, that was sick. Get back in the plane, and that was like jump 3, 4, 5, 6, and possibly 7. That's what it was like. I was like, fuck. And then I got past it. Jump 9 was kind of weird because jump 9 was like 5,000 feet or something.
What's the highest they go?
Normally you do 14 or 12. And 5,000 you literally jump out and throw shoot.
All right.
Like there's no time to fuck about. It's get out, get flat, throw.
That thought didn't play in at all?
What do you mean?
Just like a sense of urgency?
Yeah, that did. I was like, ooh, maybe. I wasn't a big fan of that one, but I was like, it's because you've got to get ready for like emergencies. So they're like, you've got to be able to fucking think, get the fuck out, throw, shoot, cunt. Some people like just doing that because then it's all about the canopy stuff and just flying around.
Yeah, I mean, if you like views or staring at anything as beautiful, like, you surely can't get too much better than like up there. It's like,
Dude, you're in it. Like one of the small amount of times I've been in infinite nothingness was skydiving. I jumped out one time in like a storm, and it was just grey everywhere you looked.
I would feel a little bit more like scary.
Oh, it was kind of cool. I didn't think it was scary. It was just like it was kind of annoying. There was rain, and the rain hits you, and it feels like little rocks. Yeah.
Well, I honestly believe that I have more anxiety just the idea of being on a podcast than jumping out of a plane right now.
What makes you more scared of a podcast? Because you didn't even flinch at doing it. You're like, I'm in, let's go. You're just like, I'll do it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think I'm slowly training my ego to be like, it's scary, but logically there's no like real bad thing that can happen. So
it's like a rational fear.
yeah, it's like this is just an opportunity for me to like overcome like more fear, and plus socializing is always good.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
Of course. I think for me, I go like anytime I'm scared of something, that's kind of like a have to do. Is that what you're kind of doing now?
Yeah, in a way. Like that, and then again, it's like with skydiving, you can really weigh up like the odds of dying. I don't actually know what
they're very low, unless you're an idiot. And I say that because there's like so many safety precautions put in place.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then most of the people that die in skydiving is like not rookies. It's like people that have been doing it lots of jumps, and they do some riskier shit towards the bottom. Shouldn't say idiot, but like, yeah, riskier shit towards the bottom is what happened. Like if you turn too sharp, I watched a video the other day. That's why I'm saying idiot, because I watched this video the other day of this skydiver fucked himself right up. And it's like, it was just because he wanted to land in a certain spot. He was like, fuck it, and turned really sharply when he was too close to the ground and just went.
Oh, yeah, got swung.
Well, if you turn too sharp, don't stress. If you just turn that middle bit, like this bit, it'll just come good. Like turn it upwards. Yeah, it should come sweet now. Yeah, I'll fix it up for you.
Oh, all right, okay.
Because if you turn, when you're going flat, like you're meant to be holding it, so your chute will slowly pull you down, and if you turn one side, you just cut into the air. And once you cut into the air, you swing. Centrifugal force will fuck you up. That's pretty much what happens. Yeah. Just want to move that closer to you. There we go. But yeah, the odds are pretty low. If you go tandem, they're like tiny.
Also, last Sunday they had the furry convention at the Esplanade at Fremantle.
Oh, Jesus.
My friend told me about it the night before, and I was like, "Oh, I could go interview the furries to make a YouTube video." And it was yeah.
Did you go?
Yeah, I quickly went. I was able to get a ticket and stuff. I noticed, yeah, all the furry lovers there. They're super chill and like just happy in their element, I guess.
Yeah.
But as soon as I was like talking to them, blah blah. As soon as I said the word interview, they got really tense.
I've been told something about furries that I never thought about before I got told it, and it was someone was like, "I fucking hate furries," and I was like, "Why?
Yeah,
Who
why?
gives a fuck what they do?" And he was like, "Because it's a guys, like, it's so you can do fucked up shit, no one will know." And I was like, "Oh, I get what you're saying." He's like, "Yeah, like you can rape some cunt in a fucking furry costume at an orgy and be like, oh, I thought consent or not, but no one knows who you are, so they can't be accountable for the shit."
Yeah,
And I was like,
I mean,
that's pretty nasty.
yeah, that's definitely the extreme. I mean,
Well, if they're scared to get interviewed, it's like they're scared to show who they are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because when their mask is on, they sound like Kenny from South Park. So it's like, oh, obviously their mask has got to come
they're
off.
very hidden, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand the furry thing.
yeah, like,
Why do you want to be an animal?
yeah, that's what I kind of wanted. I wanted to like sort of get a full perspective. Like, a lot of crazy stuff happens in the ones in America.
Well, it's like anything in America, but
Yeah, I guess so. But these people, they honestly, they seemed like way more into the autistic spectrum than like literally 99% of the people there. You'll be like, yeah, that's definitely an autistic person.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but
You were just like, it was just a autism party.
yeah, kind of.
Do you think there's like a link there, like that if you're autistic, you held like pretending you're an animal as opposed to a human or something?
Well, you know the show Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh,
Yeah.
the game. Well, that's really popular amongst autistic people. Like a lot of video games are popular amongst autistic people, and there are a lot of like reasons why. Like the characters are like color coded, and they have like obvious personas and all this stuff, and like video games in general are like just everything's set up to like be pleasant for the autistic mind.
Yeah, like it's familiar.
I mean, anybody has a way of expressing like themselves, even if it's just like some guy's like, I like Holdens more than Fords.
Yeah,
Like, you're a car geek.
yeah. Like, yeah, that's your thing you like.
Yeah, it's like with them, it's like, but also furries are interesting because it's not based on any kind of particular like anime or anything. It's its own thing.
Well, it's just you want to dress up like an animal, isn't it?
It's like, yeah, like technically you're dressing up as an animal, but it doesn't seem like it's so much about the animal.
What do you think it's about then?
Oh well, it is about the animal, but like, yeah, it's like what makes a movie good in the first place? Like, it's so like a lot of movies are fictional with little basis of in reality.
Yeah,
And then
well,
it's like-
sometimes familiarity, sometimes it's like a story that you would never experience. Sometimes it's just a lot of movies will have a very similar storyline if you break it down to the very basic core of what a movie is.
Well, also, you would have seen like the sort of like bondage people that dress up as like dogs and horses.
Yeah, the puppy ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the puppy people. I think that was around before furries.
That's different to furries because that's closer to
Yeah.
like BDSM, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. But there was a section of the furry convention where like all the puppy people like gathered.
That makes sense.
They're like a sub part of the obvious. Oh, it's a 18 plus only event as well.
That makes, I guess, sense from what the other people were telling me about furries.
Yeah, like a lot of
like furries is like meant to be a sexual thing, isn't it?
yeah, that's a big thing as well. It's like yeah, it definitely had like it had a sort of sexual kind of like thing about it, and then there was like this sort of like cute thing about it. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's so cute. This is a cute thing right happening here."
That gives me like when people say cute and fucking animals in the same sentence, I'm kind of like, hey,
Yeah,
chill out, dude.
definitely a little bit.
They're animals. They're not cute if you've got your dick in them.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think that's where the immediate like alarm bell goes off when someone sees like the whole fairy thing is like, yeah, like that
You like
is.
dressing up as animals for fucking each other, but do you like fucking actual animals? Is that what it's like a guy's for, do you think? Is that like what's going on there?
I actually don't think they. I mean, like, I can't speak for all of them, but
From the ones you spoke to.
yeah. I mean, like, people never cease to surprise me. Like, a lot of them could just be super, like, innocent and cute on the surface, and then they're all fucked up.
Just being dirty little animals.
But they actually all did have, like, a good kind of energy. That's what I can say.
Yeah. So, going to interview people, didn't that give you like a fuck ton of anxiety? Like going to have talk to random cunts and get them to...
Yeah, obviously I had the approach anxiety, and then I got to like, yeah, have the like stress of trying to frame everything like, all right, don't worry, yeah, it's like, because obviously most of the stuff you see of furries is like people making fun of them on the internet, so it's like as soon as they say interview, it's like, oh shit.
I think
They're
the
gonna,
mainstream of it would be making fun of it, but surely they meet each other online forums and stuff where they have their own conversations where they're not making fun of each other.
yeah.
Like the mainstream kind of like video of it would be like people making fun of it. But it's the same. That's been the same for like everything in all periods of time. Like whenever something's different, a bunch of people make fun of it because they're like, look at this fucking idiots. They're not normal. And you're like, dude, if we were all normal, this planet would be so boring.
Well, anything that's outside of our like internal operating system does induce anxiety. It's like if you're at a comedy show, someone's like starts bombing, you're like, what's the word where you like you're vicariously sort of living through them.
Oh yeah, you feel bad. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, so you're like for
You
some
suck.
people they start to clench up, or like other people like get the fight response where it's like, no, I'm gonna reject this. You suck. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting angry. They're like, oh man, why am
Yeah.
I sitting here listening to your shit sucking here?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a whole branch of that. Different reactions. Yeah.
So you've recently started a YouTube channel, yeah?
Well, I had the account for ages, but 2 months ago started posting. Nothing good yet.
Nothing good yet.
Just still developing the characters and whatnot.
Yeah. So what's the goal? Is just like all kind of like whatever you feel like making, or is there a specific aim of what you're making on there?
Yeah, there's nothing specific, but the basic outline is the main character is Uncle Davi, and And there's a
What's the idea behind Uncle Davi? What is his like reason for existing, I guess?
so basically he is meant to kind of embody sort of the mainstream sort of scope of things.
Yeah.
That's what he is. And then there'll be stuff happening around him and shit. And it'll kind of be like a YouTube channel where you talk about different topics and stuff. But
the main character is like Uncle Davy doing, experiencing weird shit or doing weird shit or going on adventures and dealing with like normal human existence.
yeah,
Okay.
it's very loosely. And there's also going to be like me just being normal as well.
Yeah.
On there
Yeah.
at times.
Is there any like what's like the weirdest idea you've come up for your YouTube channel so far? What's the weirdest like you're like, hey, let's make a video about doing this?
Weirdest idea for a video. That's a tricky question.
One I had for a bit was I was going to make positive adverts for terrible drugs. Like drugs that are like hell bad, so like meth, buy meth. Just like make a full, take like their most fucking like a normal ad that looks really nice, like they're selling something like ShamWow or something, and make it at a meth advert, and then doing the same for like heroin in different ways and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of satirical like bonuses for all those things.
Yeah.
So like, what would be one good thing for meth? Or like, obviously it'd be satirical like that.
Yeah, well, I was like, if, because you look at like something like Dexy's, where it's like legal meth. So the ad is like, we're just going to use all the symptoms of what they use to prescribe Dexy's as, and then make that the advert like it's like a. Have you ever watched like like the antidepressant ads for or not the medication for antidepressant ads in America? Like, you ever looked them up on YouTube? They're fucking wild, man. They're just like people happily playing in the park, throwing frisbees, running with their dog and shit. They're like, fucking nalproxone or whatever the fuck is some antidepressant. Prolapse or whatever the fuck they call them. Is that what one of them is called? Prolapse? I think one of them is called Prolapse. I don't know.
There's some, yeah. Yeah.
But I wanted to do it like that. So it looked like it was fucking... It was a pharmaceutical company selling this, being like, it's amazing. Or even like the ads for Coca-Cola. Like they're always like some hot person at the beach drinking like a black tar full of sugar drink. Like, have friends with Coke, a refreshing experience. And you're like, what the fuck, cunt?
Yeah, we're all happy and they're like dying on the inside.
Yeah. So that was like the idea, was like doing it like that. Like, have you had any trouble studying today? Try meth.
If your sleep deprivation demon's too quiet, make them louder with meth.
Sounds like, have you been having too long sleeps? Try some meth. Want to get the house clean this weekend? Meth.
If I want to get it dirty again, more meth.
Do you want to get some friends that you never knew would be there somewhere in the corners? Meth.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the idea. That was probably my weirdest one. Maybe not my weirdest one, but it's been up there with some weird ones I've had.
Yeah. Do you want more friends without the need for socialization? Yeah.
Want to make friends in your cupboard that aren't there?
Yeah. Let's make that YouTube video somehow.
What about is there any videos you've made that you've deleted, or have you're just gonna leave them all up?
I mean, I wouldn't say deleted, but there's just been stuff that I've made and not posted yet.
Yeah, like you're not happy with it yet.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And a lot of my ideas kind of like slowly coming together separately, so it's like procrastination is a real issue.
Yeah. Is that like due to anxiety?
A little bit, I guess. It's like everything's always a spectrum of different things. But mostly just laziness when it comes to that.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like, fuck it. Too hard today.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific schedule you're trying to stick to? Like with the pod, I try and make it one a week. That's my goal. I've fucking 6 episodes this year is what I've missed. This is actually my year anniversary when I started it back up. This episode will be, and I only missed 6 out of the
Really?
whole year. What's that?
Like this very day? Oh, approximately.
No, okay. Oh no, like what have you got like a specific goal that you're trying to stick to?
Oh, for me, yeah, I try to aim for around a week.
Yeah, like one a week.
It's very loose. It's not a specific day. Like some people, yeah. Yeah, once a week is pretty good for like long form content. Also, the good thing about podcasts, you can like listen to it without you don't have to watch it per se.
Oh, nah.
Like-
nah, you don't need to sit here and be like, oh, look at these guys. You can if you want. But you can literally just listen to us talk. That was originally when I started the podcast, it was all audio. There was no video.
Oh, funny, it was like yeah, as soon as like a different topic comes up, you know. Hey Jamie, could we bring up a picture of a furry real quick so the audience knows what they
Then I've got to get another person sitting in the corner. That's too hard for me to rely on another person. I'm doing this all solo.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to rely on like people to. Yeah.
Well, if they haven't got the same want that you have for it, it's too hard. Especially if there's no money involved. Like if you're like, hey, do you just want to come and sit in my study and like pull shit up on the screen and edit my stuff? And they'll be like, no.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, that's then later on.
Yeah, like if there's money getting made of it, yeah, cool. We'll bring in another guy to do some shit and sit in the corner and watch. Maybe get a bigger room. I mean, this room is quite tight for now.
Yeah, but it's pretty good, really. Like, it's awesome. Everything's all black.
Yeah, I mean, I had a plan of what I wanted the whole podcast to look like, and it was like, all black is sick. But now I look at it and I was like, what can I do to make this better? Because like I'm gonna do a little bit of upgrade into the podcast, and there's some things I'm trying to figure out how to reposition things to be better, but I don't know how to do it yet. I'll get there.
But when it comes to the editing, you can still throw up like pictures.
Yeah, that takes fucking so long, man. That is like, you've got to rewatch the whole podcast. So like an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then search for reference points to stick in. Fucking it can be done. It's just, fuck, man. Maybe if I was getting some money, I'd be like super motivated to do that. But realistically, at the point it is now, I'm like, I want people to listen to it. And the conversation needs to be the focal point for me. The visual side, I'm going to slowly try and build better things, but the getting people on to interview them and dig into their brain, that's my kind of thought process on it.
Okay. Is there any anything else specific you want to talk about?
Well, you're a lover of philosophy, yeah?
Yeah.
What's kind of your most deep philosophical thought?
Most deep philosophical thought. Well, it'd kind of have to be one that I can't really put into words.
I have a lot of them. You like understand it, but you can't articulate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're annoying. Because you're like, I want to get you out, but I can't.
It's kind of on the edge of like paradoxes and strange loops.
Yeah.
Where like if you do talk about it, it sounds so definitive, but really it's like it's kind of contradictory. Just the concept itself.
So I've got a fun one at the moment that I'm trying to turn into a theory. and that it's like what our sixth sense is. It's like, like a normal sense is like touch, taste, smell, hearing. Is that all of them? Touch, taste, smell, hearing.
Touch.
Taste, smell, hearing.
Sight.
Sight. So that's hearing. No, wait. Seeing. Yeah, sight. There we go.
That's the major.
That's the
major
five,
ones.
right? So like the sixth one is thoughts. Because thoughts, I reckon you sense thoughts. You don't, like, what else is a thought? What else are thoughts? They are just a sense, right? So that's like my theory is that your sixth sense is your brain sensing thoughts as opposed to creating thoughts. Because supposedly if you do MRIs, you can't actually find where information is stored in your brain. So if it's not stored in your brain, where the fuck is it stored? Maybe it's like the internet, right? Like maybe we're just fucking sensing thoughts from a 4, 5, 6 dimensional being that's like controlling us. And that's like why we don't have any memory from when we're like 0 to fucking 3. Because that's where the being is kind of like, this is probably close to like Scientology or some weird shit, where it's like in getting it entwined enough inside your brain telepathically or however you want to call it, so that it can actually feed thoughts for you to start doing stuff. Because we have like our subconscious mind and we have our conscious mind. And our subconscious mind does everything that's like primal and makes us exist, like breathing, like going to eat food, like, and moving enough around. So like any animal, like a cat, a dog, a fucking giraffe or anything, everyone thinks they don't think, but they do primarily exist. And the thing that makes humans different from all the other animals is that we fucking just want more shit for no real good reason. You know, like we don't hoard because we need to hoard. We just fucking do. So it's like, there's a bunch of weird shit that people do that makes no sense. It's not like a survival technique. It's just like you're doing weird shit. But that's not from your subconscious. That's because your conscious thoughts have thought in a way to make you go, that's a good idea. Like drinking Coke.
Yeah.
That's not a subconscious thing. Your brain's not just like, oh yeah, go drink fucking, like you might get your fucking, oh yeah, you get some dopamine hits off that. But realistically, you can convince yourself not to drink Coke and quit drinking sugar and caffeine. But your conscious brain's like, nah, man, go drink it. And you're like, dude, no, it's not good for me. But it's like, yeah, but you want it. But you'd be like, water's better. You probably go for water. So it's like that I think, yeah, your conscious thoughts are a sixth sense versus being made by your brain. That's what I'm trying to, there's a way I'm trying to figure it into a massive idea or theory.
Well, you know people that with the goldfish memory conditions?
Yeah.
There's been some tests where someone will they'll be sitting in a room, someone will come in, shake their hand, they shake hands or whatever, then they leave again, come back in, shake hands again by the time they've forgotten.
Yeah.
And then someone will come in with one of those hand zappers, zap their hand.
They won't forget that person.
They forget, but they'll get zapped so many times, I can't remember. But then eventually they're just like, oh no, I actually don't shake hands. And they're like, why not? And then they make up every random excuse.
Yeah.
It's as if their body, their subconscious mind does remember.
Yeah, conditions
It feeds them a feeling, and then they rationalize, and that divulges into some kind of concocted thought it's germs. I don't like germs.
Yeah.
I don't shake hands today. They can't. They don't know why, but they know why.
Yeah, it's a primal thing. Stay away from that. When you're younger, if you fall off a ledge, you're like, oh, you're scared of heights.
Well, talking about the pessimistic and optimistic extremes of thoughts. When it comes to hoarding, that would sort of that's kind of a pessimistic leaning sort of thing.
Not,
Because hoarding is you live in a sort of scarcity mindset.
But not even if you think of like rich, greedy cunts. I say hoarding, they're hoarding too.
They're just hoarding more fancily.
They've just done it better than other people. Like if you think of like a hoarder that's got a house full of shit, right?
Yeah.
They're just not rich enough to hoard expensive shit. So they're hoarding poor cunt shit.
Yeah.
But if you think of some like fucking Twiggy Forrester, you know, one of the most richest cunts in Australia, that cunt would be hoarding houses. He'd be hoarding all sorts of treasures in his houses and all sorts of other shit. And it just doesn't look like crap because he's only got one house to put it in. He's got billions. He owns mine sites. He's collecting all this stuff for himself. And that's a normal, like, people do this collection thing.
Those kinds of hoarders are definitely a little bit more organized than the typical, like, yeah.
Well, when I use the term hoarder, I mean them as well. Like, I don't mean...
Like proper messy kind of houses.
I don't know that. When I don't... They're hoarders if you want to call them, like, the derogatory term. But they're the same as a billionaire with heaps of shit. They're just not organized about it. They're still hoarding, you know, they're still collecting stuff. And like most of society as a consumer does collect stuff. You go to someone's house and look at the shit they've got. Why have they got that shit? Why do you have it? Like, what made you go, oh, I need this crap in my house?
Yeah, everyone is a little bit of...
They want stuff. Everyone wants shit. I mean, some people don't. You get like minimalists, don't want much. But not wanting much doesn't mean you don't want anything. There's still something you want. Like maybe you want adventure as opposed to crap, which is a little bit different. But you go into anyone that's got a house, it's probably bigger than they need. If they own it, it's probably bigger than they need. They've probably got a bunch of fucking furniture they don't need. A bunch of shit they really don't need. Like unless you're talking to a single dude in an apartment who's got a couch, a TV and a fucking Sony set up and he's like, this is me. I love this.
Yeah. Like, I guess everyone's different as well. But it's like, there's definitely got to be a lot of them out there that, like, neglect a lot of their holiday homes.
Oh, dude, there's people, yeah, having a holiday home, that's hoarding. Yeah, if you bought a holiday house, that means you bought a house that you need so you can go hang out in sometimes when you could just rent it. You could just go, oh, I want to go visit there, so I'll hire something. Nah, I'm going to buy a fucking house down there that's mine now. You're hoarding. I all count that as hoarding.
Yeah, there's no rich people own like cruise ships and stuff. It's like,
Yeah, they do that. Someone's got to own them. The cunts that own the companies that own the cruise ships.
yeah.
It's like anyone that owns a fucking yacht.
But then that's like their business in a way, right?
Yeah, but, you know, why have they got a business like that? Because they want more money. Why do they want more money? Because they want more shit.
But like nobody like casually owns like a cruise ship. It's like,
I don't know. I haven't hung out with the billionaires that own cruise ships, but there might be. Some billionaire motherfuckers just got shit going on. They're like, yeah, it's easy. Generational wealth motherfuckers.
I reckon like there's got to be so many billionaires that like they don't put their name out there in any form. There's
There's people that pay to hide their name.
Yeah.
There's billionaires that hide it.
Oh yeah,
Heaps of
true.
them, dude. Like there is cunts in the top 50 billionaires in the world that are not at all on that list, completely hidden. I used to work for a guy. Well, he owned one of the bigger building companies in Western Australia. You can't find him on the internet. Couldn't find him at all. Completely hidden from the internet, and he would brag about it. But like, no one's got a picture of me. You're like, what the fuck kind of flex is this cunt? Do you know how rich you are, dude? Like he had one of the biggest building companies, WA, no loans, not a singular loan. Owns fucking so many industrial things in Osborne Park. Can't find his face on the internet. You genuinely cannot find it. Now he's a woman, so it's probably even harder. But
You got a sex change.
huh?
He got a transition.
Yeah. That was a weird experience.
Yeah, like that's sort of on the same level as furries to me, like transitioning. It's like I don't doubt that there's like anything like there's wholesome stuff to it or like stuff I don't understand, but it's just like it's in that same sphere of like
Why?
yeah, I guess so. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. He was a weird one because he was like super, super manly man. Like, I'm a man with heaps of power. Like, a ridiculous amount of power. We used to have a joke. It was like, yeah, he conquered being a man, so he decided to get a sex change so he could conquer being a woman.
That could have actually been it.
Could have been. Makes sense. Fits the character.
It's like, this being was he white?
Yeah.
Oh, this being
Italian. It was Italian.
That's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, it confused me. I was like, watching it happen, I'm like, that dude turning into a girl? It was
as he was slowly transitioning with the meds and all that.
Well, I got asked. The first time I got asked, I was like, no, it's no way that guy's transitioning to a woman. You wouldn't expect it from him. And like, I thought he was wearing a bulletproof vest one day. Came into a sales meeting and like, looked a bit fatter and like, had like tits, but was like squeezed in. So he's probably wearing some kind of weird corset or something. I don't know. But I was like, what the fuck has this cunt done to wear a bulletproof vest to work? Like, he owns these buildings and he's wearing a bulletproof vest to here. Like, what's he doing that's making him this dodgy?
Well.
And then, he was just growing titties. So I felt real dumb when I figured that one out. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm an idiot. So what's the long-term plan for the YouTube channel? What are you calling it? Uncle Davi's Universe, yeah?
Just Uncle Davi spelled UNCLE space DAVI.
There we go. And we gave you a quick promo too.
So go subscribe or wait till I've made some more better videos. Then go subscribe.
Get in the ground floor. Get in early.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Get in early to watch the journey.
Yeah, go from whatever it is to later. All right, do you reckon we wrap that up? You got something cool up your sleeve. I can see you pondering. There's something cool up there.
Nothing like. I was meant to go into another tangent when you were talking about like the people, like the memory sixth sense.
Oh yeah.
Like that's probably like one of the biggest, craziest senses. I forgot where I was meant to go exactly, but like it's something like would you say, do you believe you're conscious free will? You have conscious free will?
Sometimes I don't know.
Sometimes you don't know.
Yeah. So like sometimes I'd say yes, and sometimes I'm like, nah. Like, not that I feel like I'm controlled by something else, but there's like, you know, you have like intrusive thoughts and thoughts you don't want to have, or even shit as simple as like, I don't want to drink Coke anymore because I don't want to have sugar.
Yeah.
But then your brain's like, nah, you do. I'm like, no, I don't. I know this is a bad option. This is not healthy. I don't want to do it. But then I have arguments with myself. And I think the point that there is like an argument, like there's not a consistent consensus in my own brain being like, you know this is healthy, don't do it. But it's like, nah, motherfucker, you should. So you're like, why are we arguing with myself here? Why can't we just agree to not do this?
But like, okay, so that's one example of trying to like kick a certain habit.
Yeah.
So like when that thought came up, how many like days or weeks have passed?
I have that a lot. I would say like junkie to sugar. It's like I can see how people get addicted to shit if they do with that idea in mind, because you're in a war with yourself being like, do it. Be like, I don't want to. It's not good for you. I'll do it. So therefore, like, I go like, if that's going on, we just say like, oh, there's multiple consciousnesses. You're like, I know, it's only one, because it's not like you hear like an actual like one going, do it, and the other going, no, don't do it, and the other going, do it. It's not like that's going on in there.
Well, sometimes the subconscious can sometimes talk to you with the sound of your own voice. could talk to you with the sound of someone else's voice. It could just like give you feelings or images or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not always going to be like necessarily a voice.
But you know it's yourself. What you believe is yourself.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's yourself, but at the same time, it's also not yourself.
Yeah, well, that's where I come with the idea that it's a sense as opposed to a...
Yeah. Well, when you say a lot, it's like, because the mind does have this kind of I forgot the word, but it's basically like a spring. So it's like the more you keep pulling it, the more it gets used to being like there. But it always has a moment where it wants to like snap back just to like test. Because like when it comes to that subconscious stuff, it has like deep ingrained like patterns.
Yeah.
It likes to like, yeah, patterns are like it just loves patterns.
Well, that's your subconscious. That's like your primal existence. That's like survival, you know? Like breathing. You breathe just normally without thinking about it. But you can get yourself to breathe deeper. You can get yourself to breathe less. But that's not your subconscious. That's your conscious going, hey, we've got control of your muscles. You can do this if you want. And you're like, okay. But normally it's just like right now I'm breathing without even thinking about it. That's subconscious. But the deeper rest is a conscious thought.
But when you think about breathing consciously, you have to start breathing consciously.
No, I've had that before, but not really. Like I'm like, it's happening, whatever.
Yeah. Also, they actually recently discovered that you can stop hiccups by telling yourself they don't exist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of
I've
like...
not succeeded at that, but makes sense.
By how many times have you tried?
I have tried a lot. I used to get hiccups heaps, and I'd be like, no, you don't. But in saying that, I also believe that I don't get sick because I just don't believe in getting sick. That's a legitimate thing.
I kind of believe it. It's all pretty similar to just that whole like thing. You start breathing consciously when you think about it. It's like there are a lot of... That's the thing about the human body. It's like it's actually the most complex machine that exists on the planet, but it's also the most like whatever.
It's the whole universe inside our self. Like inside a human being is its own little universe, you know? There's so many little tiny things happening all at once.
Well, when you talk about like how you said something about you can't find the thoughts in the brain per se.
Not thoughts, it's like memory. So you can't see where memories are stored. You can't find where memories are stored. Like there's no part of the brain where they're like, that's where memories go.
Well, scientists, I remember seeing something where they talked about with black holes. Everything a black hole gets, that it sucks in, gets stored on the surface in some sort of data form. Like obviously not necessarily like a computer, but like somehow it's stored on the surface. But the surface of a black hole is like really small. Like
it goes into a singularity. It's the idea is it goes into a singular point.
So that's like almost quantum shit. I don't know, but
yeah, that's why it's like no one really knows.
Yeah,
when it comes to black holes, that's a confusion zone.
Like every atom is like it's got like so much energy inside it.
Yeah,
it's like maybe these things which like thoughts and all that, they somehow like they're somewhere in the quantum realm.
100%. Well, they're not like, if I say like we sense thoughts, I think we sense it in a way that it's like the internet. Like a phone senses the internet. That's how I try and think about it. Because like for a phone that's connected to the internet, you don't see a direct connection to the internet. It gets it through signals and shit we can't see, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's going on with no physical connection, obviously we could be doing the same thing without a physical connection.
Well, like the brain in a physical sense, it's like an electrical network.
Yeah.
I don't know how much like data is actually necessarily sloshing around in each brain.
Well, that's what I mean. But you could be connected to multiple brains without seeing them. Like the internet is one of the biggest brains on this earth.
You've
Floating in nothingness.
heard of fiber optic cables?
Yeah.
Where so it's like light becomes like one of the transition. I mean,
What moves it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So like the eyes, it's been recorded that eyes like emit like a tiny bit of light. So I just made this up with my brain. It's probably real. I don't know. But like when two people like look at each other in the eyes, that's kind of like a fiber optic connection.
Okay.
And then it's like their two brains are like become like one network. But like obviously like if we're staring at each other in the eyes, they call it eye gazing. Like if you do it for like, there's a time limit where they say something crazy happens. But probably what that is just like your two subconsciouses like start to really like enmesh and like talk and communicate, but your two conscious minds is still just like getting the feelings of like subconscious.
Yeah.
So like you stare at someone's eyes long enough.
Well, your subconscious is still doing everything it's doing. Like you're still breathing, you're still.
Yeah, but it's like maybe like if you do it for long enough in the right way or something. They also talk about it has to be a certain distance. I don't know what that is either. But it's just kind of like maybe you like start to feel what they feel basically.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's like a.
It's scientific. It's not hippie shit.
Man, science and hippie shit can go hand in hand if you like really get really deep into confusion and weird shit. Like the idea of people calling stuff hippie shit is how science was based back in the day. Like occult knowledge and shit was science before science. And that's, if you look at what heaps of occult shit is, it's realistically like a bunch of hippie shit.
Occult?
Like, magic.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
cunts practicing magic back in the day. Like, it's not hippie shit in the way that it wasn't like peace and happiness and stuff. But like a lot of the stuff they believed and they were trying to do, which is like energy and chakra and understand shit like that, is all hippie shit, right? But that's because they were trying to control energies like magic. And then hippies are like, we love each other. Chakras are your fucking power, your higher beings and all that. Like there's a lot of coincisions with lots of like basic thoughts that go somewhere. Science is like, no, we prove that shit's fake. It's like, the only reason science exists is because people were looking at this shit going, how do we make this shit happen? Like alchemy and shit was the basis of science. And alchemy was the basis of trying to fucking turn lead into gold, which was a basis of magic. And magic shit came from like cunts doing occult shit, which led into science. That's how it all links.
Alchemy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, we say all this, like, the technological, like, curve of how much it's changed, like, in just a couple 100 years is, like...
Mental.
Yeah, I mean, there's always those conspiracies of, like, people with, like, a lot more powerful technology in the past and whatnot.
I can believe it.
But we're casually, basically, like, wizard monkeys. We're, like... We have so much crazy technology.
Yeah, but you also imagine like you've seen some of like mega structures and shit that are kind of like impossible, like the pyramids. No one fucking gets how they're truly made with the precision they're made at. No one's like, this is 100% and we could recreate it today. You know what I mean? Like no one can go and make a pyramid the exact same way the pyramids are made.
Oh yeah,
based on the information they have, it would be hard.
Is it like so tricky that no one's attempted it?
It's just the way it's done doesn't make any sense. Like they've got like laser cut precision rocks in there. But they're like, no, they didn't have lasers. Well, how the fuck they do it then? How did they do it if they didn't have lasers? When it's that like inside the tomb, the things just they'll slot into each other perfectly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's like, well, okay, we can say they don't have it, but realistically we don't know how they did it. We don't know how the fuck they did that. So if we don't know how the fuck they did it, there's a possibility they had more power than us or more skills than us or something because we just don't know how they did it. And we can be like, no, No way. They only had chisels. And you'd be like, that doesn't explain this. It doesn't. It doesn't explain how they fucking move them rocks from some fucking quarry so far away all the way there. Nah, humans labour. Those had some giants that picked them up and shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's just fucked. You just go, nah. You can't just go, nah. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that, like, honestly wouldn't surprise me, for one. But, yeah, pyramids are pretty crazy.
And the fact they line up with fucking Orion's belt, that's weird. And a bunch of other shit.
Definitely very symbolic. I actually really like symbols and stuff.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, my mind, that's the kind of typical, like, hippie trait to be, like, obsessed with symbols and whatnot. But I just find it, like...
Consistent ones you'll see in certain places, or...
one of the common things is, like, seeing the number 111 over and over. That's a different thing. Like the Illuminati, for example. People will be like, oh, the world is run by reptiles. It's... Damn these reptiles, man. That's what they are. But, like, in my mind, it just becomes, like, more symbolic, and, like, I have to tie that into, like, something real. So it's just like, shape-shifting reptiles. You know, we all have, like, a reptilian part of the brain, the amygdala. That's, like, the primal fear, for flight or fight part. That can become active in anyone. That's just a symbol for, like, shape-shifting.
Yeah.
And also, like, the world is kind of greatly run by this.
Well, I find the shape-shifting thing quite funny.
Like the videos on the internet.
That. And just, like, the idea of it, like... I haven't hit a point where I'm like, yep, that's real. But I also haven't a point where I'm like, there's no fucking way it's real. Because if you go back to the idea of that everything we see is just our perception of what we see.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a thing you can do, right? Where if you stare at someone's face in low light, their face will start changing into different animals' faces. It's very fucking weird. Very weird. The first time it happened to me, I was like year 7. I was at school camp in year 7. I couldn't sleep, so I freaked myself the fuck out. And I was just like staring at my friend, and then their face started changing into animals' faces, and I was like, the fuck is going on? Like, I was already shitting bricks, so I'd scared myself because I thought I'd seen like some cunt in a screen mask out in a fucking window. So then I couldn't sleep, and then it was like all the lights are off, so it's like it wasn't bright, but it was like it was very low light, and then that started happening, and I was like, "Ah, fuck, I'm gonna die." And then years later, as an adult, I found a study where they explained that. Like, if you stare at yourself in the mirror in low light, it happens to yourself as well. It's very weird.
When I was a kid, that was one of my, like, biggest fears. Like, when I was at home alone, it's kind of like a wobbly tooth. I'm like, I gotta look at myself in the mirror. But then it's like, I get, like, mesmerized and locked in, and then I'm like, oh shit, I just know the reflection is gonna move.
So you're like scared watching your reflection not move but move, like you think it's gonna.
No, like, try not to, and then it's just like, I guess it's the same temptation of, like, skydiving or whatever in a way. Just to sit on the edge of, like, the fear for some reason.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not, like, scared of my own reflection anymore. Like, I don't think it's gonna move anymore.
Well, it's a lot of Asian cultures. A mirror is a window to different realms.
Really?
Yeah. There's some very like a feng shui thing is like you can't have a mirror at the end of your bed because it's like a ghost door if it's to like the east or something. So if you have a mirror at the end of your bed, it's like and to the east, it's just fucking lets ghosts into your house and shit.
Hmm.
I think that's it. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I remember. That was like in 2016 when I got told that one fact.
I reckon
I might be wrong. Something like that.
I can imagine like that story coming about somehow.
Yeah,
Definitely.
there's something like facing to the east and a mirror at the end of your bed. I know that much. Yeah. I had to remove mirrors from like a couple of clients' rooms in 2016 for that reason.
Oh, Asians, they have a lot of crazy different, like superstitious sort of stories to do with not just like turning into a lizard, but like just all kinds of weird animal transformation
Heaps
stuff.
of like stuff. Man, like a lot of cultures, like the Native Americans have shit like that. Shapeshifters, skin crawlers.
I reckon humans just look like a combination of all. Someone went, oh, all these animal traits, just put them into like, mix them up. Like everyone looks like, yeah, a combination. Yeah, different animals.
Just a mush.
Yeah, sort of, basically.
I'm trying to think like what animals.
I don't know. You could just see someone, like. So we're obviously the general shape of a monkey, and then it's just everyone's got different sort of features which make them look like, I don't know, like a rat or something.
Yes, I've seen some rat-looking motherfuckers. Yeah, could agree with that one.
Or like a wombat or like whatever.
Just fat cunts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's like some cunts just look like shitty marsupials.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me what animal I look like to you.
I have to.
No, you don't have to.
I was gonna say I don't know. Like I can see it in some people. I mean, like I've seen some like rat-looking cunts where they're like, but I don't really think that people look like animals much.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
For me, anyway.
But like, yeah, on the general topic of everything, well, when I brought up free will, you kind of, like, when you really think about it, you're actually always just watching what's happening. You're watching, it doesn't matter what you do. By the time you do it, it's like you're just a witness to it. But your brain has different ways of like convincing you that you like did it. Different stories to convince you that you did it.
Oh, like convincing you that you chose to do that before you did it.
Yeah.
Do you think about like everything? Like, do you think like I just had a drink of water? Do you think that I was like, I just witnessed myself drink water, not that I was like, hey, I'm thirsty, I need to drink water?
Yeah, but even if you had that thought, you're just witnessing that thought along with it.
Okay, yeah, I get where you're going.
Like, if anybody even like tried to actually like imagine that they're like self-aware, like we could try it right now. Like, imagine that we're self-aware. As soon as you try, you're just gonna start being bombarded by all these different thoughts of all different kinds.
Would you mean like you're like so you can quiet your mind, like self-aware in the way that like you don't think a bunch of thoughts to like have to do things?
Sort of. It's kind of like, I just think distraction is the ego's biggest weapon to keep you as you are.
What keep you doing?
Just to maintain that mental homeostasis.
Just being distracted by something.
Yeah, that's its biggest weapon.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
It's a preservation mechanism.
So like if I'm distracted over here, that means that my body can just continue doing its normal stuff so you can exist.
Yeah. Like, it's like we have smartphones now. There's so many arguments for whether it's good or bad. But like, back in the day, a computer was like this big giant like thing. I don't know what the hell they did with them. Just
Yeah.
like calculators and like moving data just for the fun of it. But that's just like, that's a burden now. No one's going to go back into a room to play with that computer.
Gamers. But you mean like the old school slowpoke piece of shit. So, man, you connect an internet, like the internet, to one of those old computers now, it'd probably explode the cunt.
Or like,
Imagine connecting the internet to the fucking computer they use to get shit to the moon.
oh yeah, they did use that kind of stuff for that, didn't they?
Wow, them computers are monstrous.
Yeah, it would probably be like overrun by viruses if you tried to connect it now.
Just wouldn't work, I don't think. You'd be like, that cunt's fucked. Cogs and wheels and shit, and it's like a clock. Completely fucking useless. Oh no, I seen something really weird the other day, or today actually. I read an article that in Japan they've managed to create an MRI machine that can record dreams.
It records them and like puts them into like
A video, so you can watch your own dreams. Which I am very confused at how that's possible, and I would be very interested to see it in action, and would like to test it on myself.
I guess like yeah. So whenever the brain imagines something, it can't really tell the difference between whether it's real or not. If it can imagine it vividly enough or something. But I guess when you're looking at something, or it's like a camera. It's like, how the hell does a camera record a picture?
It's imprinting light, supposedly.
Yeah. It's just like the combination of all these different light bouncing off objects into it.
But if you're recording a dream, right, where the fuck is that projected?
So
How can they record it?
So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out, actually. It's like...
It's very weird, hey?
Because there will be some parts of the brain that light up according to different things. I don't know what the visual, like...
Supposedly it's a mix between AI and an MRI to, like, see how it comes out. I'd be very curious. I literally said in the article today, and I was like, ooh.
But did they say that it's like accurate to what they're dreaming?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's accurate, yeah. I'd be curious because I'd like to test it with someone who can recall their dreams very well. And it would be like, we've recorded this dream, and then that person goes and details their dream as best they can, and then they use AI to remake what that person's written and recorded, and then use the AI version of the dream record and then the AI version of the self-recorded, and then see how similar they are. Because that would be the only real true test to figure out if it's truly working, I think.
Yeah, because the average person does forget like 90% of what they dream.
Yeah, but you can get really good at remembering them. You can get like really good at it. Like,
yeah, it's kind of like the breathing and the hiccups thing. The more you tell yourself you want to remember it, the more you will.
Yeah, it was like how to dream journal and stuff like that, so you can get good at like lucid dreaming and stuff. Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I've actually done that before.
Yeah. Oh, man. If you go through my phone, you'll see all the fucking weird shit that I dream. I write it down all the time.
Oh, true.
Full of cooked up shit. Some of my dreams, I'm like, what the fuck? Actually, I've had some dreams recently where, like, I've got memories in my dreams that aren't true memories. Like, who I am in the dream is doing stuff based on memories that I have. And the memories I have feel so real that when I wake up, I'm like, what? I'm like, that's not making any sense, because that memory's definitely not real, because it doesn't line up with what my memories are, but it feels like it's a real memory. And then it takes me about a day to like be like, that wasn't a real memory.
But you mean reading it back like months later or something?
No. Like that whole day, I kind of like have to question myself, like, was that fucking memory real? But it's like, no, because it doesn't, Like I'll try and pull parts of it out and be like, that can't be real because of this being real, and that can't be real because of this being real. But it seems like a real memory, but it's got fragments of what I remember as real memories embedded in it, but there's different storylines of it. So it's like, imagine you live your life like this, like on one line, and then you have a parallel life that has same elements of your life but runs along this line. So it's same life, just different events that happen that have the same characters in it or the same timeline or the same setting in it, but completely different events happening. But in your dream, that runs in your normal life as a sub-story, let's say, it's got memories linked to this other parallel life that isn't a real life.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like verging on the sort of the philosophical stuff that I think of. So like, we know about like concepts of like space and time, like relative to like whatever. Some people say it's like gravity, because like the further you move away from a planet, the more out of sync
Yeah.
the time of that thing becomes with what's going on the planet. But like, when it comes to what you're talking about, a sixth sense of like sensing thoughts, like there's a lot of hippie belief type stuff of like, some people call it like the Akashic records or whatever.
Yep. I know about the Akashic record.
Just the source in general, whatever it is. So something that like, maybe in the quantum realm, I guess, but in some kind of ether, everything exists in like, as a type of dream.
Yeah.
It's basically like, we're sitting here right now in like the idea of linear time, but really this moment of us sitting here,
It's already happened.
it's not, it's already happened and it will always happen.
Yeah.
This moment is like a forever fragment just in the Akashic records.
Yeah.
So like, the imagination, it kind of verges on like breaking out of space and time. So if you believe in like linear time, your past dictates you a lot. But if you believe like,
All time is always.
yeah, you can literally like, so like this moment we call the now, but in the now, the past and the future change at the same time.
Yeah.
So like, whatever you believe right now will start to like alter your like perception of the past and alter your pathways of the future.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you, maybe you can like have dreams where you sense the thoughts of parallel versions of yourself.
Yeah, it was weird. It's happened like 4 times that I can recall. And I've woken up and been like, what the fuck? Why do I feel like that was real? Like that memory's real.
Like, obviously it was like a really vivid dream too, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like a lucid dream. Like I was controlling the dream, but I was controlling the dream based on memories that weren't real memories. So when I wake up and I'm like recording, I'm like, why the fuck do I have this memory? Like the dream I know is a dream, but the memories that I had in the dream felt like real memories. So like the dream itself, I'm like, yeah, that's not real because I know it's a dream. But then the memories I had while I was in the dream, I was like, they're real, but they're not.
So your dream memories.
Yeah.
I kind of get what you mean.
It's not the memory of the dream, it's the dream, the memories inside of the dream.
Yeah.
It's very weird for me. I'm like, fucking what the hell is going on here?
For me, like, the dreams can be very abstract sometimes.
Oh yeah, I've had some very fucking...
It's like, yeah, like everything can look hell weird. Like, it could be a house, and it's just like, I'm dreaming that I'm like at my friend Jack's house, but his house looks all fucked up. And it's like, but that's,
You've got the feeling of that house.
yeah, it's like, it looks fucked up, but it's normal. It's like, oh yeah, this looks like Disneyland, but I know it's just Jack's house.
Yeah. Like the feeling of that place, but looking completely different.
Yeah, there are different feeling places in dreams. Hey, it's like the place itself isn't like necessarily anchored in like specific visuals and shit.
Yeah, no, I've had that where I've recorded a dream. I'm like, I felt like I was at this house I used to live in, but it looked like this house that was something completely different. Like, it doesn't. Yeah.
I've actually been pretty proud of myself with dreams lately. Like, there's been like lots of different sort of things which would typically be in like teetering on nightmarishness, and I kind of like been kind of just basically overcoming them.
Man, I used to. That tattoo is about fucking how to overcome a dream from like getting better at lucid dreaming.
Well, what tattoo?
That one. It's a demon getting sucked into a black hole by holding its ear. Because I used to have to listen to music to go to sleep. So the only way I could go to sleep was like listening to music, and it was like, because I'd always have nightmares. So I had to listen to music, go to sleep, so that I could like get myself into a bit of a lucid thought process, and then beat the demons. Yeah.
I watched a movie recently called Smile on Netflix.
Yeah, I know the movie. I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
Like, I like the whole idea. I definitely think they could have done a lot more with it. But basically, it's just like, I don't know if you want me to spoil it.
Don't tell me the end. You can tell me the plot, but don't ruin it for me. I might watch it. I probably will watch it.
So basically, it's some kind of entity which spreads through trauma.
Okay.
So basically, someone will have it in them, and they got to. It'll mess with them and all that shit, as demons do. But basically, the way that it just basically jumps from one person to another.
Okay. And just tortures souls.
Yeah, but the way that it jumps is the person kills himself in front of someone, and yeah, like it messes with them, but by the time it fully takes over the person, in like full possession, they like have that big creepy smile.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like a part of how it like locks people into watching it kill themselves, I guess.
So it's like a fucking like a toxic symbiosis.
Yeah, but yeah, the way that
Toxic symbiote.
it says it's so it spreads through trauma. That's pretty like symbolic of like real kind of like the real thing. Like,
Well, that's just like if you've got a parent that's got heaps of trauma and they pushed it onto you as a kid.
yeah, because it makes them do like acts of unconsciousness. Like, yeah, it's like pretty real, eh?
Yeah. There's definitely, I can see that working.
I like I still reckon they could have made it better, but I would have made it better if I directed it.
Well, on that note, we're hitting the hour and a half mark, so I've got enough time to get it out for Friday. So I'm going to wrap it up. Is there
Alright.
anything you want to fucking, what's the word I'm looking for here? Promote.
Well, we already. Oh yeah, just a reminder for the YouTube channel, and yeah, I'm really only just on Facebook and YouTube.
For now.
I have Instagram, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
TikTok, I have it, but yeah, same thing. I don't use it. Yeah.
Well, if you're still watching, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. There will be a little thing I'm probably pointing at it to follow the channel there, and probably a really good video for you to watch here. It reckons YouTube says it's good for you. So catch ya.